Hi everybody! Today we're going to be talking about the newest Proplica from Tamashii Nations. This is the Crystal Star, and it's the latest one, of course, in the series. There has been two other ones, the Cutie Moon Rod and the Moonstick. This one was pretty anticipated because this one never actually got a US type release. So it was awesome to see this one come out. It comes in this really gorgeous box, as you can see. It's got prismatic type lettering, and the box has a bunch of warning labels. I got mine from Circle Red, so I ended up with the international release, which is definitely what I wanted because of the English instructions that are included. But they do put on these warning labels for the US release. You have a warning label here, and on the back, of course, the larger one, and it says they are distributed by Bluefin, which seems to be the big distributor of all the Sailor Moon items come out so far. On the side here, we get to see that the batteries are LR44, and you need 3 of them. And then on the side, you get to look at what the inside of the compact looks like. You also have the 20th anniversary logo for Sailor Moon and the international logo on here. And as far as I know, the international logo is also on the Japanese release. On the side here, you also have the Toei animation sticker showing it's official. So this sleeve comes off, and then you have this really pretty box for it with a gold labeling in the letters, and does say Proplica Crystal Star. And here's all the sides of the box. It is really, really gorgeous. I think this is one of the most gorgeous boxes yet for the releases for the Proplicas. On the back, they have a little advertisement yet again for the Crystal Star, and a bunch of Japanese lettering, which I assume is just the Japanese for the Crystal Star. But we're going to open it up and take a look at the inside. Now, first off, you get an instruction booklet, and the instruction booklet is pretty simple, just like the others. It comes in a little bag, and you just take it out, and you get this, and it does unfold. And in each one, of course, you get a little preview of what the Crystal Star is, what it looks like in the anime, what the original 90s toy of the Crystal Star looked like. And I think in here it also talks about it appearing in, like, which episode it appears in the anime, as well as when the toy released and the years of that. It's a little hard to read, of course, because it's in Japanese, but we do get the pictures, and it would be nice if we could get a translated version of that, but unfortunately that's how they always come. On the other side, we have a picture, of course, of the Crystal Star and what it looks like in the inside. And then here is the Japanese instructions. Bluefin also opens these, of course, and to put their own warning labels so they can sell them here in the US. So there's a sticker in there, the translated warning labels. Now, what I like most about getting the international release is they do include the English instructions that shows how to put the batteries in and how everything works, which is kind of important. Now, of course, you can get online and probably find somebody else's review of the Crystal Star and find out how it works, but I think that's a nice touch if you don't mind waiting a whole extra month for it to come out. Now, when you do get this, it is covered up by this foam square, and the Crystal Star is, of course, covered in a tissue paper completely so it doesn't get scratched bumping around in the box. Now, here's what it looks like inside the box when you open it and fully get it all opened and the tissue paper removed. And it's really pretty inside. There is a nice detailing and little holder. So if you want to display it just inside the box, that would be really pretty as well. And here it is, and it's incredibly pretty right off the bat. It's extremely shiny, and I love the additional touch of the gem in the center instead of just a circle that's painted pink. And of course all the gems surrounding inside the star and outside the star are real gems as well. Of course they're just acrylic, I'm sure, but they are very pretty. The gold is really nice and shiny, and the pink is a different type of pink than you normally see with the other releases of Crystal Star compacts, but I really liked that it was subtle and more light than a lot of the other ones. Sometimes they're too purplish to me. The only problem I had with mine, I don't know if others have seen this, but there is some slight discoloration in the actual gold paint in mine. You can't see it in certain light, but in a more white, bright light, you can actually see the discoloration. It almost looks like fingerprints in a way, but it's not, because I've actually cleaned it as much as I can with a microfiber cloth, and it doesn't look any different. But the outside of it, the actual plastic, is like a pearlescent pink, and it's really shimmery type when you can see it. But this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it's really pretty and shiny. Now, I'll open it. And it doesn't have a normal clasp like the old ones do, where you can pull up on it easy, or you can push a button like some of the others and open it. You actually have to just kind of put your fingernail in there and prop it open. So it's a little bit different. But here's the inside. First, you'll notice, of course, the traditional gold. So they stuck with this, so it is gold. The top is almost like a stick-on type design. A lot of the other ones are actually like a molding of the stars and the moon symbols on the inside, but they went with more of a stick-on type look. It's not a sticker, but it's like a printing. And then, of course, the mirror. It's really nice. And the crystal, of course, is the button like the other ones that's come out. And the speaker, where the noise and sounds come out, is right here. And I think that's traditional with the other ones, I do believe. But it's really pretty. Now, to turn it on the back, there is like a little crescent moon symbol, and you just kind of press on it, and it pops off. And then the inside, of course, is where the battery compartment is, and there's a little screw that you unscrew and put the batteries in. It's really simple. And here is the on and off switch. So when you turn it on, it does make that sound to show that the batteries are working. Now on the back, there is a button, and there's two different modes for two different sets of sounds. There is A and B mode, and they are two different colors when the crystal lights up. So that is the blue one, and that is the red one. So we'll do the red one first, and there are two different sounds. There is a soft press, which is just a quick press on the crystal, and then a long press where you hold it down and wait for the sounds to come on. So here's the short press. Alright, so that was the first one. Now I'm going to do the long press. So that is the first mode. So we'll switch to the blue one. And there's 2 sounds for it as well. So we'll do the soft press first. So that one's pretty simple. So here is the long press. And that is, of course, the same sound from the last one, which is her transformation music, just without her voice. So those are the modes. Now, I will show you a little secret about this, which kind of freaks me out at first, and it freaks out a lot of other people too. But this one, you can actually take apart. And it does take a little bit of force, and it's kind of scary when you do it. But you take it apart like that, and then on the back there is a little piece that comes out, and you can lay it right inside of this little spot here where the top was connected, and then you have it this way. And this is, of course, where she transforms and the top comes off and you just see the bottom. So it's really awesome that they included that. This is the first release we get something like this. So that's really awesome. I know there's probably a lot of people that's probably too afraid to do that, because you do have to use a little force, and it is a little tricky to get it back on. But you just put the little piece back in. Like that. I usually put the cover, the bottom, back on just to keep the piece from not falling out. And just line it back on. Gotta use a little force, and then it comes back on. And it's not too bad once you get the hang of doing that. My first time I did it, it was really scary though, but I saw somebody else doing it, so I wanted to try it. But that is the Crystal Star Proplica. I do have 2 of the other crystal stars, which I was going to do a little comparison, so then you can see the different versions. First, this, of course, if you see my other videos, this is the Miracle Romance Shining Moon Powder. And, of course, the Proplica. So this is what they look like side by side. The powder, I think, is a little smaller, of course. The gems look very similar. The star is a little bit more raised on this one, and the gem in the center is a little bit smaller. This one also has a button in the front where you press to open it. And of course there's powder inside instead of the crystal. But what I did like about this one is the inside and the molded stars and moons instead of the print. So that is that one. Next I have the Moonlight Memories Compact. And this is just, of course, a little jewelry holder, what have you. But this is what they look like side by side. The Proplica and the Moonlight Memories. This one's a little bit more purplish to me. And the gems look like more like gems on this one versus this one that looks more just like little circles. And of course the gem in the center is real looking on this one, where this one's just a painted orb type thing. The star is more defined, and I like the gold on this one a lot better. But I like the pink on this one, preferably. This one is a little bigger. The Moonlight Memories is a little bigger, I think. It looks like it to me anyways. And of course the inside, this has a little latch kind of compartment in the front, and it opens like this. And this one also has the mirror, of course, is bigger, but it does have the molded stars and moon on this one, which I actually like a little better. But there's both of them. So this is the conclusion of the Proplica Crystal Star. Let me know what you think of it. I like it. I think it's a little expensive, of course. The Proplicas are all really expensive. But a lot of these aren't previously released in the United States or other countries even. Most of them have just come out in Japan. So it's nice to be able to finally get these and own a version of it that actually plays the music and plays it really well. So, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next review. Alright, bye.